friends, this is Beth McCullough. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demo in Des Moines, Iowa, and I do live videos every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central with my sweet husband, Steve.
Hi, everybody.
Are you happy to be here tonight, Steve?
I am happy to be here. I've had a wonderful day.
It was a busy, busy day.
Yeah.
He had the day off.
It was like spa day today.
You know, how many dudes have a spa day?
You know what? More should, I think. I think they would be happier men if they did.
Well, that is a good suggestion. We have a fun, easy fun fold for you tonight. One of the things I love to do is make a set of cards and then gift them. So I use the same 3 colors all in a different place on these cards. This is the Color Family DSP, and you open it up. I cut this off the bottom and put the strip inside. Use some Nested Essentials dies. They're really fun, easy to make. You know, we have 50 colors, so if you have the Color Family dies or DSP, you could make 50 cards just like that. And if you use the alternate pages, you could make 100. So
wow. Lots of options.
And actually probably more than that because there's 4 sheets in each package, so you could make a lot. But I'm going to keep this set together, and I am going to give out the card we're going to make because I'm giving this as a set to someone already. But if you leave a comment on YouTube, that is how you win tonight. So don't just do it here. Actually go to YouTube and leave the comment, and we will pick next week before we see you. So thank you for that. Anyone who likes or comments or does anything, all that helps us, and we super appreciate it.
Yes, we do.
So Steve, do you have, I think you have a couple slides we were going to talk about in the media assets. There is the suite sale. It's going on until June 30th. Don't miss out. You see it? So you can buy 1 suite, get the less expensive suite half price. So you could pick 2 very close in price that you like. Or all the items, the bundles, the stamp sets, the dies, the paper, embellishments, anything that started out as a suite is buy 1, get 1 half off. So you don't want to miss out on that. That is till the end of June. Also, Stamping Joy Club, I showed last week. We do samplers. We meet every single week. It's a very supportive, kind group of women. You have someone to talk to all the time. Never stamp alone, okay? Join Stamping Joy Club. We meet every Tuesday for at least an hour. And then people are messaging, texting, calling in between times. So it is a great group of gals. Okay, so should we get started on this card today?
That's why we're here, so yes.
Yes, we should. So the star of this show is the With You in Mind stamp set. This is a great versatile stamp set, whether you're a beginner or an advanced stamper. There's so many things you can use this for. Now this is in the annual catalog. Ask me how I know. See the yellow dot? I'm going to show you this. This is for the people who come. I have friends that come and help in my studio or stamp with me. Yellow dot is annual catalog. Green dot, online exclusive. Pink dot, mini catalog. Orange dot, last chance. And then a lot of times I write an R on the orange one and when it retires. So my embellishments, my ribbon, my stamp sets, my dies, I can just look at it and know what it is. That makes me happy because I've been confused the last couple months, haven't I?
It is a common question. Where is this from?
Yeah. So this is from the annual catalog. It's great. Both the best wishes and the thank you is going to fit on the card I'm making today. You could use a different die, or you could flip the card the other way to do the happy birthday and the thinking of you. But I also like these images over here, and I'm going to use this one today on the cards. Okay? And the Nested Essentials, we're using the 2 biggest dies from this shape right here of Nested Essentials. And then we're using the In Color family from 24-26, which is last year's in colors, is when they came out. Okay, so here we go. You have a graphic for me. The card base is actually just a quarter sheet of cardstock, so we're not folding anything over. It is just Petunia Pop 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then, uh-oh, I didn't get my glue ready. Should have done
we'll
that.
see if this works.
Yeah, either that or I'll just have glue on my hands all night. Okay, so the next layer to put on here is Summer Splash, and this is 4 inches by 5 1/4. Look at that.
You
know what I did? I picked up one bottle and it was almost empty, so I picked out a heavier bottle that I knew I would have better luck with. So we are just adding this Summer Splash layer on here. Now, for the DSP, we're going to use the trimmer, and I'm using Peach Pie. And I like the leaves to show, and I want the leaves to be facing upwards. I mean, this definitely is sideways or upside down. But what I'm going to do is put the top of the leaves over here, so the bottom is here, and I'm just going to cut 1 inch off of the DSP. And after I cut the inch off, I'm going to put it in the trimmer and put the left edge over at 5 and cut 1 more inch off this way. So this strip, I'm going to throw this away. This is the only part.
Wait, you're throwing something away?
It's a 1 by 1 inch square. I'm throwing it away. Here, it's going in the garbage right now. Here's my garbage. Okay, this is 5 inches by 1 inches. I'm going to turn it over, and that's going to be on the inside of the card. Now, the last thing I'm going to do with this 6 by 6 piece is on the next graphic, I am going to do 2 1/4. And what does that leave me? That leaves me 3 3/4. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I probably should have said 3 3/4, because we want the big side of the DSP, this to be 3 3/4, this to be 2 1/4, and then we're gonna fold it and it goes this way in. So go ahead and score it at 3 3/4. Okay, I'm gonna put the trimmer away, and we're just gonna adhere this right to the Summer Splash layer. Okay, some of you know I really like bright and happy colors. Why would I send someone a depressing card? I want all my cards to be cheery and happy cards. Make someone's day and cheer them up. Okay, so the back is adhered on, and we still have this flap going. Now we're going to go inside the card. Oh, and this is funny. On these others, I made all 3 at once. So we're going to have to get back in our pack. And I did this all very systematically. The layer, the bottom layer was this color, right? That goes inside. So that would be Summer Splash. So I'm going to find Summer Splash in my, that one is the Shy Shamrock.
You know, I have to say, Shy Shamrock is kind of an oxymoron, because I don't know very many Irishmen that are shy. So
Spoken by a true Irishman.
I'm just saying.
So I am going to cut 1 inch off of the Summer Splash and do the same thing again. I made sure and cut off the bottom.
Wait, you're going to have another 1 by 1.
I know. Sacrifice 2 1 by 1 squares all in one afternoon. How can that be? Okay.
It's like you're wasting paper, honey.
So the Shy, or the Summer Splash that's on that layer, is also going right inside this fold. And I'm going to adhere it. Doesn't need very much glue. This glue, some people don't like the glue, and what they're doing is they're just squeezing too hard. it doesn't take very much glue at all to get something to stick. So you want tiny amounts of glue. And I like this because you see the Summer Splash border and then you have the Summer Splash going down in the kind of tie-dye effect. Okay, so now we're going to get out our Nested Essentials. This is the largest one. And what I did, as you can see in this one, I'm using Petunia Pop, which is the outer layer. Do you see another set of cards coming here? That's why I did 3. And I really thought about what should go where. Not that the way I do it is right, it's just the preference that I had. Okay, so that's all I'm going to stamp in there. It's going to say thank you on the front. A friend asked me for a set of thank you cards. Is why I keep using thank you. I could have done best wishes on this. Now on this, I'm just centering it on the inside, up and down, and side to side. And that is the inside of the card. Now I'm going to grab the Summer Splash, and we are going to put this on the outside, and I'm going to line it up totally on top of the white. The thing I'm going to remember, actually, yeah, this is right. The thing I'm going to remember is only to put the glue on the left side. So the glue is only going to go here because we don't want to glue our card shut.
Have you ever actually glued a card shut?
I have.
Oh.
I haven't on camera, I don't think. Have I? Do you remember?
There may have been that one time.
Probably. Speaking of the one time, you did a favor for me over the weekend.
I did.
Can you tell me in 30 seconds or less about your adventure?
Okay, so a long time ago, she asked me to take down the fixed shower door that was on our shower stall.
Wait. Are you saying that sometimes my honey-do list...
Sometimes it needs to marinate. Sometimes like I just need to meditate on it for a while.
A 6-month... Like,
so it's Father's Day, and
wait.
She tells me, you should just go take a nap. It's Father's Day. So I do that, except that I'm thinking about this fixed door. And I remember, wait a second, when I put it in, all I had to do was these Phillips screws, right? And then it adjusted, I made it tight, I tightened down the Phillips screws. I bet I can get that thing to come out of there. So I couldn't nap because now I'm thinking about whether this would work or not. So I ran down, I got my Phillips screwdriver, and I start undoing screws, and things are going swimmingly until I get the ones that are rusted. I'm like, man, I'm not going to be able to do this. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it out at all.
Our house is 39 years old, so it's been around a while.
Without an ability to get these screws out, it's not happening, right? So I thought, well, maybe I've got it loose enough now. It just needs some persuasion. So I'm pushing on it. That doesn't work. So I thought, well, this is demo after all. So I got the sledgehammer. I thought, if I just hit it on the top, it'll start to dislodge it, and then I can take it off the rest of the way. Well,
let me interrupt one more time. What is our saying? What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong?
So hitting it lightly with the sledgehammer wasn't working. So I thought, it is a sledgehammer. So I whacked it. And the top of the shower frame bent. And at that moment, the glass that was coming down this pane that was on the side shattered into a billion pieces. And
then your lovely wife came up. No, tell them what state you were on.
So
you were in the shower.
I was in the shower, and I was.
He did have clothes on. He was barefoot.
The bottom of the shower was still wet, and I didn't want to get it all muddy with my shoes.
Do real demo guys do demo barefoot?
No, this was more like, I don't know, all natural. So anyway, the problem is now there's glass everywhere, and I have no idea how I'm going to actually not cut my feet up or anything because my phone's on the other side of the room, and my shoes are off to the side. I can't get to them. And so I scream for my wife, thinking now I can get her to save me. Yeah. But guess what she was doing? She was stamping with her friend.
I was very far away from the upstairs bathroom.
After the loud sledgehammering and the shattering of the glass, she still didn't hear anything. So finally, I made a big jump to the other side, outside, out of the shower to where there was no glass, and I managed to grab my shoes, and then I grabbed the vacuum and vacuumed up the glass.
And that's when I got a clue. I heard this sound I've never heard before.
We have a central vacuum.
Central vac. And all of a sudden there was clinking in the walls all over the place. I told my friend, I have to go see what's happening. There's clinking in my walls. So some people might use a shop vac to clean up glass that's spilt in a bathroom. So I'll probably be telling you in a couple weeks, my central vac no longer works because it's filled with glass.
I do need to empty out the canister. But
you think so?
Yeah, I think I should. So anyway, the bottom line is that I was able to get the shower door off, and I was able to put the new shower curtain on, and I scrubbed the entire shower, and it's like brand new now. So we don't need a new bathroom remodel anymore.
He did all this to save our friend had, I don't know, multi-$10,000, like, I don't know, $50,000, $80,000 bathroom remodel. And Steve's like, I'm going to fix the shower for you.
If you've ever got a quote from a contractor to remodel your bathroom, you know what I'm talking about.
So look at all the money. He saved all this money so I could buy more stamps. That was so nice of you, honey.
Wait, that's why we were saving money?
Okay, anyway, sorry about that. So the Petunia Pop I stamped inside. And while Steve was talking, I also stamped it on the envelope.
Wait.
You want your envelope to look cute. I'm coming back to that.
Okay.
I don't have the envelope on there. I just thought I'd show him that. This just had glue on the left side. Then I put some dimensionals on this. I heat embossed the thank you in white. And I'm just going to pop it up in the center. And then I have these Starburst sequins with a green dot. So where are they, Steve?
I don't know the color code.
Online exclusive. So you can get some white sequin dots. And I noticed earlier when I heat embossed this, I got a little white spot. You can't see it. It's right here. So one sequence goes right there for sure.
I love it.
And then we're going to put a big one off over here, and maybe one more small one. I like to do an odd number. Where does this one go? Maybe up here. I also kind of like to make a triangle. So I might make another set, but I'm for sure going to send one of these to you.
We do these elaborate fun folds, right? And it's really kind of, a mind challenge to figure out how to do it and all. I really like these cards, and it's not necessarily a fun fold. It's just really unique use of
it's a fun
DSPs.
fold because it's not
It's got a fold on
a
it,
normal card base.
but it's not like an exotic fun fold.
So what I would do then is Stampin' Up! Used to sell these bags. They're about 5 inches by 11 inches, and they're gusseted. This is a big gusset of about 6 inches. I looked on clear bags before I got on. They have a gusset that's about 3 inches, which would be plenty big. And for some reason, if you get white spots on the bag, it's cheaper than if you get a clear bag. But I would just wrap it up like this and put a bow on here. And then this would be my gift for a host gift or a birthday gift or whatever. I might put 3 cards or 5 or 6 cards depending on what it is and what the occasion is. Tie a ribbon, a bow right here, and you have a great gift. You guys, you own the stamps. Let's use them. As accountants, they're sunk costs. You already bought them. Let's make some easy cards. You could sit and watch TV and whip out 50 of these cards and then have gifts ready to go. Every time you're going out the door, just grab
Hostess
a
gifts
package.
when you're going to a dinner or something at somebody's house.
All the things. So anyway, here's the card. Please leave me a comment on YouTube, and I will let you know next Tuesday who won the card. You guys have a blessed week, and thanks so much for joining us. Please like and share our video. See you next time.